Aimilia Papadopoulos reports.
Our correspondent Aimilia Papadopoulos reports.
Aimilia Papadopoulos is in West Sussex for us. Aimilia.
Well, the Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson revealed these allegations.
DNA testing hadn't been invented at the time of the murder. Cases of carbon monoxide poisoning are rising.
I'm joined now by Tarzan himself, Alexander Skarsgård.
Η Αιμιλία Παπαδοπούλου, μια Κύπρια καταξιωμένη γυναίκα στο εξωτερικό, δημοσιογράφος του BBC, μιλά στο AlphaNews Live με αφορμή τη γιορτή της γυναίκας για την καριέρα και την πορεία της και στέλνει το δικό της μήνυμα ενδυνάμωσης των γυναικών.
The BBC for me has been the best in the world, and it was always my dream. Growing up in Cyprus, I always wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be on the TV, and I never knew how I was going to make that a reality, especially going to the BBC. For me, it was really a dream come true. It's something I wouldn't change for the world, and even though it took a while, I would do it all over again.
Άρχισε την καριέρα της σε νεαρή ηλικία από το χώρο της αθλητικογραφίας, καλύπτοντας κορυφαίες αθλητικές διοργανώσεις.
Million-plus visitors here to the Olympic sites.
When I first started, my sports knowledge was not very good, and as a woman in a man's world, you have to work extra hard and try to, really increase your knowledge. I didn't want to ever give anyone the excuse to say that I didn't belong there. So with a lot of hard work, we got there, and I worked at BBC Sport for about 5 years, and I then went into news.
Η πολύχρονη κόπη της και η δουλειά της επιβραβεύθηκαν μάλιστα το 2015 όταν αναδείχθηκε ανερχόμενο δημοσιογραφικό αστέρι στην Ευρώπη.
One of my editors at the BBC put me forward for it, and I never thought that it would happen, but it did, and it was great for my career because after that I got lots more opportunities, bigger opportunities, also to go over to BBC News, World News, which was amazing, and I don't think I would have got there without that award. But I did a few reports that I think helped to get to that point. One about illegal steroids and another one about organized crimes.
Η πιο σπουδαία στιγμή στην καριέρα της.
Covering the royal family and the Queen on Christmas Day at the Queen's house in Sandringham.
Aimilia Papadopoulos is at Sandringham for us today, and she has this update.
It was a very, very special moment as a girl from Cyprus to be at the Queen's house on Christmas Day.
Η Αιμιλία περιμένει σύντομα το πρώτο της παιδί, ενώ εξακολουθεί να παλεύει για έναν καλύτερο κόσμο.
Well, I come and go between Cyprus and London. I'm continuing my ambassadorship with Breast Cancer Haven, journalism, presenting, and I'm also here in Cyprus. This is my home. It's always been my home, and I am having a baby girl soon, so even more reason to really be thinking about how I want to raise her in this world that we're in terms of empowerment and in terms of, the messages we should be giving to women.
Ένα από τα πιο ευαίσθητα θέματα για την ίδια είναι ο καρκίνος του μαστού.
Both my mother and my grandmother went through breast cancer, and I watched them going through that, so it was always a very difficult topic for me. And then a friend of mine in London also went through breast cancer, and we forget sometimes how strong we are. We're always told that we're not strong and that we're the weaker sex. We are not. We are the toughest there is, and I think women really don't know their own strength until they're really tested, and you don't want to test a strong woman because it doesn't end well.
Ίδρυσε επίσης τη φιλανθρωπική οργάνωση Go with the Flow, η οποία έχει σκοπό την παροχή βασικών προϊόντων υγιεινής σε κορίτσια στην Ουγκάντα που εν έτη 2020 δεν πάνε στο σχολείο όταν έχουν περίοδο.
Now we support 500 girls in Ugandan orphanages, and I'm really proud to say that most of the money that has supported that is from women and men here in Cyprus. It costs only 20 euros to sponsor a girl for a whole year. So that means she'll have sanitary towels for a whole year, soap for a whole year, and hygiene products. And for us, knowledge is power. And in 2020, the fact that women are not going to school and girls are not going to school and missing out because of their period is shameful.
Και στέλνει το δικό της μήνυμα προς τις γυναίκες.
There's so much pressure on women to be perfect. It's ridiculous. We always have to be this Instagram version of ourselves, perfect. Not too fat, not too thin, not too tall, not too short. It's impossible, and it doesn't help women. So what I would say is focus on what's important in life. Try not to think about these kind of pressures because you are great just the way you are. Focus on being strong, focus on being brave, focus on being kind, and focus on being the best you can be, because I think we can all be better. We can all be better, and I'm not talking about looks and hair and diet. No, that doesn't matter.